National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Sony Michel, his first carry. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Open man, Hidby, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Ready, 30 base.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Newton now to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gun.
Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go. Right in.
Newton on third down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, box drop. Be careful.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton stepping up. He's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton pulled in here. Caldwell. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And a Panther first down.
40%. 180.
From the gun, here's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Newton on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
20. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Target, 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 target. Hop up, hop up.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ready. Let's get it.
Check, 55, come on. Check, 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 check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the eye. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because they did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. This is White on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Panthers 10, Patriots nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge.
There he goes, Julian Edelman. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I'm coming.
Hey, Delta.
43 is the mic.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Nikhil Harry. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Rock it.
They'll throw now on the final play. On the screen, Bernard. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Gun.
On first down, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Edwards now on first and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Gus Edwards, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the slant.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 50. Check 50.
Christian travel. Hey, orbit. Hit it.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down, Carolina.
Hey, ready. Look, Katie.
Right now, let's go. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Patriots have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt? And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Switch up, switch up.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You must be dreaming.
Again, it's Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On play action, they'll throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for New England. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Gun.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's out to his running back, Michel. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
At the 11-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Catch is made by Harry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Now in desperation. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. They'll look to throw here. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Michel. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Hey, we gotta go.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Panthers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.